Hey guys, and welcome back to another planning video for Disneyland Paris. So let's have a little look at the itineraries. So when planning my itinerary, what I tend to do is we look at what rides are in each of the parks and shows are in each of the parks. And then we go through, are we going to watch them? Are we want to ride them? Going to watch them separately? And it's like, then we tie up. It's like if somebody really wants to do it, then we most definitely do it. If somebody maybe wants to do it and somebody doesn't want to do it, then it's like a low priority and things like that. So we do have a video on our Disney World planning where we go through all that. So go check that out. But for this, we did that. And then I did the itinerary on a separate spreadsheet then, so I can easily change it around because it has changed like 3 times. It's most recently changed now that we've got rid of Captain Jack, but this is our final itinerary in the loosest words really, because this is just a list, like a wish list of what we want to do. So I make up this beautiful little graphic then. You don't have to. It could just be a spreadsheet, but I just like to make things pretty. So I'm going to print these out on some card and things as well and take it with us so we can tick them off as we go. Or you can just do it digitally. I can make this digitally and yeah, if you wanted to do it that way. But sometimes I quite like to have it physically so I can see it, and then I'll frame it up then going, and here's my trip to Disneyland Paris. But yeah, so like I said, this is more like a wish list of things that we want to do. This is kind of the order that we want to do it, but we're fluid. It doesn't matter with it. But the first day that we are at Disneyland Paris on Monday the 22nd, I bought Gem for Christmas the Premier Access Ultimate. So we do have access to 15 rides where we can scan our Disney Access Pass, which is on our phones, or I've printed them out as well physically just in case our phones didn't work. So we got all that, and we just scan that, and you just go in through the lightning lane, these fast pass lane, whatever you want to call it, and it's a much shorter wait then. It's like you still do have to wait, but it won't be the same as the standby time. With Premier Access Ultimate as well, you don't have any set times. You just rock up when you want to. Now for us, there's only 14 because the parachute drops is closed whilst we're there, so we can't do that. We also can't do the carousel. We can't do the magic carpets of Aladdin. They're all closed as well. But we can't do the parachute drop, which I was kind of gutted because I wanted to see into the frozen area. But hey ho, we're going to try and see if we can see it on RC Racer. And also we've taken Autopia off. That's going to be, well, as you can see over there, it's on the right hand side, is the if there's time to do that, but it's Premier Access, so we can just rock up to it if we do have time. So just going to go through this now. So originally we did want to go to Disneyland Paris Park first, because obviously you just want to see the castle and things like that, but because we got the Premier Access, this is probably the best way for us to do it. Is it? Probably not. This might change again. So you'll have to watch our vlogs to see whether we go through this, because I'm just thinking of things now, but I'm not going to bore you with that at the moment. So we're going to leave our hotel at about 8 a.m. We don't have early access because we're not in a Disney hotel. So we, it's extra magic hour. So we are going to be going there as soon as we can. We're going to try and hightail it over to downtown, or to the Marvel Hotel, New York Hotel, to try and get on the downtown walk-up list. Then come back over, and we're gonna. The original plan now is we're gonna go to Walt Disney Studios Park. Then, as soon as we get through there, as soon as we can, at 9:30 when the park opens, we're gonna go straight to Crush's Coaster using our Premier Access. Then to Remy's, then Tower of Terror, then Spider-Man, then Avengers. So I know some of these will be really low times at that time of the morning anyways, but things like Crush's Coaster, so we don't have to pay then for a Premier Access 1 thing, because it's already included with that. So we just try and knock out as many as we can on this day. ride-wise. So then once we're done with that, then we're not going to take in anything of it. So we will, obviously, as we're walking through, but that's not the idea of this day. This day, we're going to try and do as many rides as we can. So we're going to go in and do those. Then we're going to park hop over to Disneyland Paris Park. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit of, oh, look, there's the castle. We're on Main Street. Blah, 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 blah. But then we're going to hightail it up to Phantom Manor. Then Big Thunder Mountain, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Peril, and then Peter Pan's Flight, It's a Small World, Star Tours, and Hyperspace Mountain. So it's pretty much, we're trying to do it linear around and everything. Then we thought we'd do lunch at the Cafe Hyperion instead of Captain Jack's. We can have lunch earlier then. So pretty much that will be our first vlog. We're going to try and do 2 separate vlogs per day because there's going to be lots of footage, I think, really. So we're going to try and get all the Premier Access done bar Buzz Lightyear, because Buzz Lightyear closes, finishes at park close, whereas things like that's coming up here now will close earlier. So after we've had lunch, we're going to go do the Mysteries of the Nautilus, then Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the Voyages of Pinocchio, and then the Castle and the Dragon's Lair, because those 3, the Snow White, or 4 technically, Snow White, Pinocchio, Castle and the Dragon's Lair will close an hour before the fireworks, so they can set up for the fireworks. So we do need to get them done ASAP. And I got a sneaky feeling that the Nautilus closes early as well, so that's why I wanted to try and get that done there. And then once we've done that, by 5:15, I want us to try and get into our parade position to watch Disney Stars on Parade, which is at 5:30. Then we have to hightail it back over to Walt Disney Studios Park, because there's the Magic Over Disney drone show there at the Tower of Terror, so we have to be there for that. So we might not get a good spot, but after Magic Kingdom, where we were there for an hour and our feet were killing, waiting for the fireworks, stuff like that, we are not waiting more than half an hour for a spot for any nighttime shows or parades and things like that. So we're going to do Magic Over Disney drone show. Now, we're not going to do, because the Electrical Sky Parade won't be on that evening. It's saying on the app that it is, but it's also not saying that Magic Over Disney is on. And we know that it is, so the app, I don't think, is accurately showing those details at the moment. So we're going to go do that drone show, then come back, and we're not going to do the fireworks that night. We're going to do the fireworks on the second night. So we have about just under an hour by the time we get back into the park to do a few more rides. So I thought, let's get Buzz done, because we've got the Premier Access. We can just pretty much walk straight on, and then Orbitron as well. So once we've done Orbitron, then it's pretty much just taking Discoveryland in the night, I think, because we're not going to have loads of time, really, left after we've done Orbitron, I don't think. Anyway, if we do, then we might ride Hyperspace Mountain again, because that's closed on the Tuesday the 23rd, so our second day that we're there. So if we want to re-ride that, that's the only day that we can re-ride it for this trip. So Disneyland Park closes at 8 p.m. Walt Disney Studio closes at 6:30, straight after the drone show. So after 8 o'clock, we thought we'll have a little look around Disney Village and have some dinner. And so that brings me to my second side, so the second half of this then, or the last third, whatever it is. I'm going to have a look at this snack wish list. So this is what we want, because there's not loads that we want to eat in Disneyland Paris. I mean, if there is, it's a lot of desserty things, or just little bits and bobs, really. So I do want the BB-8 burger meal from Cafe Hyperion, so we're definitely going to get that. We're going to get the Mickey-shaped cookie and probably the Mickey shaped dessert as well from there. But the snack wish list, we want the Buzz Eclair, and Jem wants the corn dog. We think that they are from the Toon Studio truck, but we can't find them on the menu at the moment, so that's a bit of a up in the air a little bit there. So that's going to be in the morning. And then we got the we're going to toast the castle with the champagne little glass and things, and we're going to keep those glasses then. And Jem wants some pineapple whip at Cafe de Le Brosse. I probably pronounced that wrong, but there we go. So we're going to try and fit that pineapple whip in somewhere around here, because it's just down from Pirates of the Caribbean and stuff like that, I think, or just up from Peter Pan's Flight. It's that area, really. And for dinner then, we're going to go to the sports bar and pick up a Mickey pizza. So it's a pizza in the shape of Mickey, because why not? And if you look up at the top then, so we've got If Time, so we still have that premiere access for Autopia, so we might do that after Orbitron if we got time. The railway, the riverboat, and Mad Hatter Teacups. So the railway and the riverboat, I want to do that in the daytime. I don't really want to do that in the night, and I don't think they do them in the night anyway, or when it gets dark. And then the Mad Hatter Teacups, that doesn't matter about doing it in the day or the night, but again, that closes just before the fireworks as well, so an hour before the fireworks. So that's our first day, what we got planned at the moment. Whether it rocks out like that, who knows. So let's go down now to our day 2, which is Tuesday the 23rd of January. So for this then, we're gonna again leave by 8 o'clock for the parks. Then we're going to go back to Walt Disney Studios Park first. We're going to take in now Studio One, the shops, what's open, because there's a lot of walls up in Disneyland Paris at the moment. So we're going to go to what we can and stuff. So we're going to do a few of those. Then we might, this is not set in stone, we might re-ride Spider-Man and Avengers Flight Force. And that's only if it's about a 10-minute wait. If it's longer than that, we're probably going to miss, because we did it the day before and we're doing it next year anyway. And then just taking Avengers Campus for a little bit. We're going to do the Together, a Pixar musical adventure. Originally we were going to do Frozen, but now we decided let's do the Pixar one. So we're going to go and do that. And that pretty much, like, that's at 11:10. That's the first showing. And that is really good, because as soon as that comes out, and literally just up from where Together a Pixar Musical Adventure is Avengers Campus. It's literally like 30-second, a minute walk from there. And you got the Guardians of the Galaxy Dance Challenge starting at 11:45. We're going to see that for a little bit, and then that will lead us straight into our dining reservation at 12 p.m. of Pim's Kitchen, which we're really actually excited about with that one. Once we've done that, we've only got one ride left in Walt Disney Studios Park, so we're going to go straight to that and do RC Racer. We're going to try and see what we can for the Frozen area that's being built, and then literally just take in Walt Disney Studios Park. It's not a very big park at the moment, and because we're not doing all the rides this day now, we can take it in a bit more, so we can go around and have a look at the shops, take some photos and some nice videos and stuff of the whole area. And then roughly around 3ish, we want to try and be in Disneyland Paris Park. If we can be there a bit earlier, then great. If not, then that's what we're aiming for. And we're going to do the Labyrinth first, Alice's Labyrinth, and then the storybook canal boats, because they are daytime things, really. If it's about 2 o'clock at this point, then we might jump on the railway or the riverboat if we didn't do it the day before, or maybe Casey Jr.'s train. But because we're doing the storybook canals, that's why we're not doing Casey's Jr. train, or that's why it's on the if there's time list here, because it's very similar. It's just one's on a boat and one's on a train. Obviously there are different scenes, so we will try and do both if we can. Then we got Dumbo, but then at 10:05 is the Lion King, so roughly around about 4:30 at the latest, we really need to try and get in queue for the Lion King Rhythm of the Pride Lands. So that's the 2 shows that we're going to be watching this time. We really wanted to see Mickey and the Magician, but it's closed at the moment, so I'm gutted about that. So hopefully it'll be open next year for it. So after we've done that, then we're going to do Pirates, Aladdin's Enchanted Passage. And then pretty much then, whatever we haven't done then, we can get done. Whether we want to do a bit more shopping, have a little look around a bit more, take it in, maybe do these if time rides, whatever we want then. But by about 7:30 we want to try and find our little spot down on Main Street or in the hub area for the Disney's Electrical Sky Parade, which starts at 10 to 8. So that's just before the fireworks. And then the fireworks then is Disney Dreams Nighttime Extravaganza. And the park closes then at 8 p.m. straight after the fireworks, so they'll be ushering us out. Then we go back to Disney Village, grab some dinner. We don't know what yet. But then we're probably going to head over to the New York hotel, because like we're going to try again that day if there's anything for walk up for dinner. But if not, we're just going to go to the Skyline Bar and have a couple of cocktails there. So have you drunk at the Skyline Bar? If you have, then let me know in the comments. What did you order? I'm thinking about the red Infinity Stone one, really. Yeah, maybe that one. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Then, like I said, if time, we got the Railway, the Riverboat, Mad Hatter Teacups, and Casey Jr.'s Train. And if Spider-Man and Avengers is a short wait, then we'll jump on that. So snack wish list, it's not a lot really. We got the Thunder Cake from Stark Factory, so we can pick that up. And Jem wants to get something from Main Street, she said. So who knows what we're gonna get there. But that is day 1 and 2. We do also have, just got rid of everything, day 3. Now we haven't got park tickets for day 3. This is our travel day. So what we thought is we're gonna have breakfast, check out the hotel, head to Disney Village, have a good look around Disney Village, then look at the shops, go for some lunch, and then if we have time, then let's head over to Santa Fe, the Hotel Cheyenne, Newport Bay Hotel, and the New York Hotel, just to see what we can get done. We don't have a time just yet for the shuttle pickup, but we do need to be back at our hotel for that, so I'm going to try and leave an hour before that shuttle picks up, just so we got time, because if we have to walk it, that's a half-hour walk from Disney Village to our hotel. And then I haven't done the flight times and stuff like that, but I can do that later. But yeah, that is our itinerary of the things we want to do. So it's action-packed, but what we're thinking is next year we're going back there again. So what we're planning on doing is trying to do as much as we can. That's why I did the Premier Access, trying to do as much of the rides as we can, so we can get them all out of the way, so then next year when we go back, we just ride in the rides that we really, really like. So we definitely won't be riding Peter Pan's Flight next year, most definitely not doing that one. So yeah, that's pretty much what we are planning on doing there. So there we go, that's pretty much our itineraries. Also how you, well, my itinerary for the day. If it's gonna crack on like that, who knows, just check out our vlogs. So next week we're going to do our packing list video. You're not going to see us actually packing this time because we're very busy at the moment, so we're trying to juggle everything before we go, but we've done our packing list and I'll go through that with you. And then yeah, it's like if you think of any other packing things, then you can tell us on that video, but we'll already be there. But hey ho. Next vlogs that we do will be more organized things, just things with Christmas and everything. Just crazy, absolutely crazy. But yeah, can't wait for this trip now. It's gonna be fantastic. And yeah, I'm just wondering if Johnny's gonna set us a challenge. So who knows, But thanks very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and also click our membership button, because you can get access to videos like this before anyone else. As soon as we've done that and we chuck them up, you can watch those videos. And we are planning on doing lots of different extra content as well, like behind the scenes, some little goofy things as well, and that's just for our members. So make sure to check that out. Or you can click the super thanks button. It really will help us out because we can't do these videos without your support, and we are so grateful for it. Don't forget to check out Johnny and Rebecca's Disneyland Paris vlogs, which they went in August, and then come back in 2 weeks' time ready for our Disneyland Paris vlogs. And there might be quite a few different vlogs out this year as well. Maybe someone in Skybot is going back to Disney World or going to Disney World for their first time. Maybe some people are going on their very first Disney cruise. Maybe there's something else very special planned, Disney themed as well. But that's all I'm going to say. You're going to have to just wait until the end of each of these series to find out what the next adventure is. But until next time, bye guys.